Peace, love, and Black Power family. I this is Shakti Steiner, and let me do my disclaimer because I got some things to say. Um, Welcome to another episode of Get This Wisdom Live. Again, I am your host, Steiner, editor in chief of Get This Wisdom magazine, and as per usual, my disclaimer: I am the single mother of two little girls. They are here with me now, as they always are. So there may be a time where I have to pause, and just do motherly things. And if that becomes the case, I will do so and try to keep it going later on or something. However, first off, I haven't been able to really get into the current events and what have you due to things going on in my personal life or my family life. So I haven't really been able to tune in to current events and current happenings, but I've been getting the whispers of what's taking place in Cali and New York and things of that nature. Peace and love, Mama. Thank you for tuning in. Um, I was literally just sitting here scrolling my phone, and I said, I gotta go live. I got ticked the hell off. And I haven't been this ticked off about something going on in society in a minute now because my focus has been on the home front. I'm scrolling YouTube, scrolling reels on Facebook, and I'm seeing something where the Latinos are making TikToks and YouTube videos and things of that nature about the plight that their people are currently going through, right? And I am not someone that seeks enjoyment out of the demise or traumatic events of other people. However, Black America, let me say this to you. God damn it, I'm proud of us Negroes for once. I am proud of us. And this is, you know what? I saw these videos of these Latinos, and this is not to disrespect the whole Latina community, because some of them actually know and understand their true heritage of where their genetics are truly derived from, and they pay the proper homage in accordance to that. That's my baby you hear. Don't let that deter you from the message. Um, this is for those who, well, first off, I'm gonna be real. I used to be out there protesting for a long time in the city. You know what I mean? That's where I started to get my guns and butter, if you will, in this whole Black Power movement, this conscious community. I was out there, boots on the ground, if you will, even though that's not even a terminology we should be using. Because once you learn that boots on the ground means casualties of war, that means a lot of protesters are going out there to their own demise. But I digress. Um, when I was out there, and this was 10 years ago, easy, with the Mike Browns and the Trayvon Martins, you know what I mean? Not George Floyd, my days were over. Eric Garner, Tamir Rice. I mean, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Tell me who I saw out there. Did I see anyone from the Latino community out there? Did I see anyone from Southwest Detroit out there? How about when we went to Flint, Michigan? When we had to take caravans and U-Hauls and on different pallets of water for our people in Flint that were publicly the victims of a genocide in Flint, Michigan, and their water was attacked, where 9,000 people, mainly babies, contracted lead poisoning. We got to speak to those elders, how they had the lesions on them. They showed us the lesions. We in the women's shelters with the single mothers and the babies. They're not getting proper water at the time. And this had been happening 2 to 3 years prior before it hit mainstream media. Did I see anybody from the Latino, Latin community out there, boots on the ground with whatever we were doing? No. And this is just my time. Let's go back way before I had nothing to do with none of that. When we had all these marches, all these things, where in the hell were you at, Rodriguez? Where were you at, Mary Saul? You guys were not out there with us. You've never been on the front line with us. In fact, now that this is going down, the Latino community is basically, if we want to go off the popular vote, because we do know there is a such thing as a popular vote in the electoral college when it comes to the presidency, correct? Are we aware of that? Do we ultimately know that the popular vote has nothing to do with the electoral college? Presidents are selected, not elected. But if we just want to go, let's appease the societal conversation for a moment here. The Latinos, by numbers, voted for the current administration more than the Black community did. So why is it now that you guys are going through, and I'm not trying to say what you're going through ain't messed up, but we've been there, done that. We've been there out there where the dogs was turned on us, and the water hoses and the plastic bullets and anything you can think of. We've been out there when out there in St. Louis. This is recent. St. Louis, Missouri, when Mike Brown was murdered, all them activists was getting murdered out there. We this been our struggle, baby. Well, join the motherfucking club. Join it. Now you got a little tiny taste of what we Black Americans have been experiencing for centuries in this westernized society. However, my issue is this. Now y'all running on your social media platforms blaming Black America. You're blaming us. You're telling, why aren't we out there helping you all? And this is our fight and all this stuff. Really, why does Black America get the blame once again? We Because we decided that this time we're gonna prioritize what needs to be prioritized. Our families, our direct backyards. We don't have time to come running, jumping into your mess because we didn't create it. So why do we have to be the ones that come put ourselves on the line once again for something that really doesn't concern us at this present time? I'm not saying that it won't. I'm not saying it won't come to our doorstep because, first off, it never really left our doorstep to begin with. You guys are just now getting your dose of what we've been going through, and know that's not the best thing. For the children that are being victimized during this, my heart is with the babies, whatever skin color that may be. But my interests lie with the skin color of my babies the most. And when I say my babies, I'm not just talking about the ones I carried within my womb. I got so upset because it's a whole trend, I guess, right now going on where the Latino community is blaming Black America for not being out there on the front lines with them. Well, maybe we on the front lines of our own stuff, like we have been, with little to no support from other ethnicities, other backgrounds. So for the Latino community, I got so pissed off. And I'm sitting up here, I'm going through my mourning, my grieving process. You all know my father met his transition last month. I'm up here focusing on that. and really focusing on my home front right now, because we definitely have to prepare for what's coming next. This ain't over. It's just not gonna stop with the Latinos. They just getting they dose of what we've been experiencing for centuries. But the problem lies in the ignorance that these people have. They are sitting up here blaming Black America, telling us. I saw a video with my own two eyes. I said, I can't believe this is what I'm seeing. Am I dreaming? Am I asleep? Let me pinch myself. I'm telling Black America we're the reason why this is going on, and we're the reason why the country is the way it is right now, and we should be out there helping them fight their cause. Bullshit. Bullshit. Black people, continue doing what you've been doing. Don't let these videos that's coming out now hit your heartstrings, because you know we are empathetic people. We really in tune with the struggle, and we really in tune with oppression and things of that nature. Don't let these videos that's starting to come out now. Now I see a strategy going on in the algorithm. Peep game. Social media is off the algorithm. Now they're going to social medias trying to bait Black people out there. It's a setup. Do not go. Do not leave your house, no matter how much you may want to, because we know how it feels to be in that position. We cannot afford to be we don't have a dog in their fight right now. We got too much going on right at our own doorstep. We got too much going on in our backyard. We got too much going on our neighborhood block. While they out there doing all that in LA for their cause, little Black boys and little Black girls are still being victimized to the system. We don't have time to jump into their mess. Now I can see if they were actually our allies and jumped into ours. Okay, then we might owe them a favor or two. But we don't owe them nothing. We don't owe them. They want us to feel so hurt for their cause. And yes, we can empathize with that. We can understand. Families being ripped apart. What you think was happening back then? Little babies being sold off into slavery. What do you think was happening? Oh, that didn't matter to you, but now it does, because now you get to see how it feels. Again, I feel bad for the little boys and girls that are going through traumatic experiences, seeing their parents separated from them. I'm not glorifying that at all. In fact, that's a part of the thing that does tug my heartstrings. But even within that part right there, Black people, sit down. Do not do it. This is one time where we deserve to kick our feet up and not run to be in somebody else's mess. Let them do it. Let them be on the front line. They showed who they supported when the popular vote was calculated. They didn't support they didn't support that other person. You know what I mean? Like, I personally didn't support neither one of them, but that's another conversation. They voted for the person that is in that seat right now. And now they're saying, hey, we've been bamboozled. Well, goddamn, how many times were we bamboozled by somebody of a similar pigmentation, if you will? How many times have the Black man and the Black woman been bamboozled? How many times have we been told we were going to get our 40 acres and a mule and only got 10 cents in a bridge card? How many times have we been out in these streets getting everything stripped from us? Everything. And when we open up our mouth just a whisper to say, we don't like that. We don't like the way you've been treating us. We're going to do something about it. The few whispers out of all of us, the few people that made even a half a whisper, what happened to them? They got shot down, or their character got what's the word I'm looking for? demonized. Their characters got destroyed in the public media, so nobody would believe them as credible. Now they're going through it and they want us to be a part of it. I say, no, ma'am. I say that same energy that we want to be empathetic to, or we want to resound off of being empathetic with. That's the better way to say that. That energy needs to be placed within our households, our family members, the people that live on our block, the elders that live down the street, the single mother, the single father that got babies that may need some type of assistance. We got our own. We got our own struggle. We always had our own struggle. And by God damn it, we're going to always have our own struggle. Because it was said that we have no friends. We have no friends. But everybody, when the shit going down for them, when the shit hitting the fan, who they want to come to their rescue? It's happened with all these different socio-political movements. Everybody has wanted the black number. Because why? You know, I was just speaking upon this the other day. First off, we're the majority divided. Let's talk that. That's something that Black America is absolutely ignorant to, because we've been conditioned and trained to think that we were the minority. Because they use that word minority so blatantly. Is the minority. That doesn't just apply to the Black community, right? That's a strategic term, like person of color. You got to really pay attention to the words they're using to label and identify us as. Go to the etymology of it. Research the origin. Hell, pull out the Black's Law Dictionary. These niggas on these nags. We've been trying to tell the Afro Latina community. Let's put that terminology there for a moment. We've been trying to reach out to you all to mend that fence in solidarity for a long time. And it's very few of y'all that have gotten it. And those who have gotten it, I salute you. But there is a whole plethora of your community that are ignorant, and they call themselves identifying with the mother folks more than they identified in the people that they actually came from. We're talking about the wetbacks and such, right? They swear that they are Anglo-Saxon. They swear that they're freaking Typhonian. They swear that they come from, well, Spain and Europe, that's another discussion. They just swear that they are not a part of this, what we got genetically, even though they are. They want to distance themselves completely from that image. They want to be in the freaking corporate America's bringing in six figures and all. And not saying that we blacks don't do that too, but you get what I'm saying here. They don't want to identify with nothing of our culture. You have the Puerto Ricans do. Shout out to them. So now the Puerto Ricans, we gonna put them over here. Like them people's good. But the other folks, y'all other classifications of Latinos, I don't understand what y'all on. Now y'all blaming Black America, saying it's our fault and we should be helping y'all. Ja, ain't that some shit? Why do we always get the blame for everything? And I swear to God, this really just really ticked me off that I had to stop what I was doing on my Saturday with my children to publicly address this situation. And it's actually Black people that's falling victim to it. That's what even further compelled me to do this video, because now you got some Black. Oh yeah, maybe we should go out there. They're telling us when we have another problem, they're gonna sit back. Like, huh, do you hear yourself talking, sir, ma'am? Do you hear yourself? They've been sitting back. They ain't never had a dog in our fight. That's all manipulation. That's gaslighting. That's all the narcissism on the above. Whatever fancy terminology we use in this society nowadays, that's what that is. That's a perfect example of it. If you see one of them folks on your stream, your For You page or FYP for your page, that's what it is. Keep scrolling. Matter of fact, go where it say on there, because I'm not good with the TikToks or none of that. Go on there where it say see less than this of this content. Click that option. You don't even need to let that into your psyche, because it can start to become a conditioning for you, and you gonna run your black ass out there by yourself, because a lot of us ain't gonna follow you this time, and you gonna get chopped the fuck up. They not shooting nobody just yet. At least I ain't heard of it. Maybe if I'm wrong, let me know in the comment section. But as soon as one of us Negroes stuck our toe, our pinky toe, pardon me, we stuck our pinky toe out there in them immigration protests, you better believe it's going to a different level. And that's what they want. That's all. Do you not see the fucking the setup of how all these people want to bring us into their shit so we can meet our demise? Like that's what this is crazy. Every time something go down, they want us out there, and who the first ones getting locked up? Who the first ones getting shot? Us. So why do come on now? We gotta open that third one a little bit more. They still want the mightiest race up out of here. And they will do any and everything they can do. But guess what? One thing I know about us as the original people of this landmass all over the globe is that we are the original people. We started all civilization everywhere, including here, including here, including Australia, including Europe, including Ireland. All of that was us until um, genetic inbreeding took place, and environmental change happened. All of that was us. The redheads over there, that was us. The blondes, the blue eyes, that was us. All of this is us. The devil wants God's people destroyed. That's the devil work. When you go against the original people, if there are no more humans on the face of this planet before us, that means we are the original people. That's a scientific fact. And if we are the original people, that means we are the people of God. We are the chosen people of God. There is no debate on that. Anyone that debates you on that is either ignorant or they're jealous and they don't want to speak the truth. But once we accept the truth of ourselves within ourselves, we know the power that we have as a mighty race. And we understand that the devil is in many different forms and is trying to attack us at many different levels. So even when the situation don't require us, which that don't require our involvement, it just don't. They want to make us feel bad and pity us, though, for us to pity them, pardon me, into joining they shit so we can get shot the fuck up once again and get the blame for all of it. No, black man, black woman, we got a lot of shit to work on at the home front. I know I do. That's what I'm over here doing. I'm my home is my main priority right now. And I need for your home to be your main priority. And then we can come together and say our village and our tribe and our homes are our main priority. We ain't got time for nobody else's fight. We never did, but we just ignorantly ran out there thinking that we would be appreciated and accepted more, when that's never been the case. We were just manipulated into running out there so we could be the scapegoat. One second. No black people other than a couple of goofy tethers joining those anti-ICE protests. Thank you. They want to be white and act like white nationalists with FBA. So let the white community come to the rescue of the anti-black illegal aliens. Peace. Thank you for that. Absolutely. We, you know, we got some. we still got a lot of work to do amongst ourselves before we can ever like, and that's been our problem. We have not been able to really focus on the work that we need to do within our direct circumference because we too busy trying to run to the aids of them because they need us to have them to put the numbers so they moving. They don't have the numbers. They don't have the numbers, and it's obvious. Again, that's my baby beating her stick. Nothing's wrong. It's obvious that even the Latinos don't have the numbers because why y'all begging us to come out there with y'all? Y'all always needed us for y'all to push y'all movements, push y'all agendas, and that's why y'all mad. That y'all big mad because as much as you want to wipe away the original man and woman from the planet, you just can't kill all of us. You can't do it. You still need us. You're gonna need us to fund your freaking until this current economical structure meets its demise or its fall, which that could be very much about to happen, by the way. Um, you still need us to shop in your stores. You still need us to be the wage slaves at your corporations, where you're giving the Latinos more money in most cases. You're giving all these other people more money. But when it comes to the black person, oh, here you go. And matter of fact, we gonna pay you minimum wage, which ain't gonna be enough to take care of your household. And when you try to go get some support, like some food stamps or some Medicaid, we gonna tell you that your black ass make too much. Meanwhile, Habibi and them going into Costco, Habibi and them going into Sam's Club, Habibi and them going into BJ's with they however many stamps they get from the government, using that at them warehouse stores to fund their markets and come back and charge us double and triple the price when they ain't even pay no cash to begin with. They only use food stamps that we can't get in the first place. Let's talk about the struggle that we have and how every other classification of people has a monopoly on us. Every last one of them. Every last. Tell me in the comment section, black people need to withhold our collective vote until we have some demands. Well, we tried that. That was tried. Ice Cube tried it. Ice Cube tried it right before the Biden administration. I recall that, and I was happy that he was holding the black vote to that level of accountability because he told Trump and he told Biden that the black vote you can't pander to us no more. Y'all gonna have to deliver on some promises. And one thing that Trump said, which talk is cheap, especially with dealing with a person like the Trumper. He said, I got $500 billion ready for the black community right now if you reelect me. This you could go look it up for yourself. I'm not a Trump supporter, I'm not a Biden supporter. I'm a supporter of my people. But I do research as well. And when Ice Cube presented the same conversation to Biden, Biden said, oh, we'll talk about that after the election. Because the nigga already knew that he was pandering to the black vote with no real promises. What? Okay, see, now y'all taking me to a conversation that I didn't want to go to, but I'm gonna state this part and then I'm gonna move along. What candidate, which candidate in the history of the United States Constitution and before had the best interest of us in mind? Don't worry, I'll wait. What about the so-called first black president, Bill Clinton? What wasn't he a part of? Let's see, if I'm not mistaken, it was Clinton. It was dang on Biden calling us super predators and stuff like that. Them people's up there signed on that three strikes law, did they not? Okay, but that was the first black president. I swear we Negroes can be so gullible at times. I swear to God we can. And I'm young for all intents and purposes. You know what I mean? Like when Clinton was doing that what was that? I can't even tell you what year that was. I was young. I wasn't born till 87. So his presidency happened before I was like 10 years old. I'm just saying we gullible as hell. That's why even more so now this fight that's going on in Cali and New York and wherever else is gonna pop up. That's not our fight. But none of this ever benefited us to begin with. We came Those of us who came here, let me be precise on that, because we were already here as the Aboriginal indigenous people. But those of us who migrated here, we came here as well. Those of us who were brought over here were brought over here as well. They pillaged the land from those of us who were already here. Check. Christopher Columbus found this bitch, didn't he? Okay, so let me go into Walmart tomorrow and discover me a 65-inch TV, and we could be on the same track. They pillaged, they raped the people that was already here, stole this land. Then those of us who came over here built the shit up for them. Where did we get any benefit from that? Don't worry, I'll wait. I'm still waiting on the conversation of reparations and not just the promise of a research team. But once again, I'll wait. So be what it's only about to get more interesting from here. You know what I mean? Like, I had to come live because I was completely flabbergasted. Like, are you serious right now? Now these Latinos is trying to blame us for they shit. First off, if y'all niggas were coming over here without y'all papers and right in the first place, maybe y'all wouldn't be in this situation. Like, come on now, y'all actually came here. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Where is it in historical context? And I'm asking this as a real question here. If someone who's tuning in now or who may tune in later can give me some historical context of where the Latinos were stripped from their land and made to come here to build this country up, and then I will humbly stand down. Last I checked, they were the ones sneaking across the border to escape whatever was going on in their country. Not saying that that wasn't messed up too, hell, because we got a lot of going on here that some places don't even got access to. Even though black people, we just, hey, we ain't getting shit. We get our little house in the inner city with the polluted air and everything else, the messed up grocery stores that the Arabs own, the gas stations that the Arabs own. We got our ignorant sisters running to the beauty supplies. Well, damn, the Asians got that on lock. I mean, we can't even be ignorant shit when it's a monopoly. Cause I've seen some black people trying to get into the beauty supply world. They can't get in it. There's too many hurdles. There's too many. Your credit score. You're this. You're that. All these fine print terminologies that exclude us from the conversation and having a real seat at the round table. Everybody else can get a seat at that table, but us. They come over here in the guise of, oh, they come from a third world suffering country and they just want a new chance at life and the American dream, and we're gonna help them. What about the black nightmare? And I just said that to my daddy before he passed away. We was talking about. I said, Dad, this ain't the American dream, man. For us, this the black nightmare. This is terrible. We are still having the same conversation within our community. That was had. Let's see. I said I was born in '87. It was had in the '80s, the '70s, the '60s, and all. We still having the same conversation because the same shit is happening to us anyway. And now that other people getting a little bit of dose of that, now it's a tragedy. And when it was us, it was okay. When it's y'all, now it's a problem. Just like the opioid crisis. That's another discussion. When my people was falling victim to crack and everything, it was okay. Now that y'all getting hit with all these overdoses, now it's an opioid crisis. See, this is amazing to me, man. Like, this is really what we got to go through. Hold on one second. We got some comments down here. Let me scroll back up. Okay. That was the infamous 1994 crime bill designed to destroy the black community. Absolutely. Mic drop. Thank you, Queen Mother. Wow. USA used the 1994 crime bill to lock up black men wholesale. Our country turned a blind eye to illegal aliens crossing the U.S. southern border by the millions. Absolutely. Absolutely. Shout out to Biden too, by the way. Yeah, that big. Uh, all these immigrants. That's crazy. Anyway, immigration, both legal and illegal, have been weaponized against FBAs going back post slavery. Absolutely. Like it's crazy, man. I just had to, I'm just in the middle of relaxing on my Saturday, thinking of what I have to do the next couple days, just doing my family thing. And I'm scrolling. I says, you can't be serious. You can't be serious. Now I'm starting to think y'all some plants. Y'all Latinos on these damn social medias. Y'all are some plants to try to rile us up to go out there. That's what I really think, but I could be wrong. It's crazy. I'm like, these people sitting up here saying, Black America, if you were out here, it wouldn't be happening like this. The country is like this because of y'all. Like, you see this crap they doing. Matter of fact, I just told you what it is. Them are some plants trying to rile the Black community up to get out there. Don't fall for it, please. Keep doing what you've been doing, minding your own black ass business, because that's what I intend to do. That's what I intend to do. I might look at a video here or there and do what they do for us, like, hey, that's messed up, and go on about my business. That's what I suggest you do. In fact, that's what we need you to do. None of us need to be out there. We need to not give them no reason to turn that spotlight on us for a minute. Let us have a breather. Let them have all the spotlight. We don't need it right now. Let us be able to move in the shadows and do what we need to do real quick. Because some fallout gonna hit our doorstep again. It never just skip over our doorstep like, damn, the Black people done had enough. Let's leave them alone this time. No, it's gonna come knocking at our doorstep once again. But until then, we'd have some time to really like go within ourselves, which is what I'm doing. I'm only speaking what I'm doing. Really go within ourselves, see what we can do to enhance ourselves mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically. What can we do to enhance our children, our family, our homes? What can we do to become more solid, whole, complete individuals? Let them tear each other apart. Let them have that. And let us do our thing for me. Because we've been neglecting our thing for quite a minute now. Let's get busy. Because one thing I know for sure, it's a rise and a fall of every civilization. There has been not one civilization that has stood the test of time without a rise and a fall. That's a cycle, 360 degrees. You can't debate that. We will have our positions again. Who was last shall be first, correct? Right. But we got to be ready for that because we do got some competition. One thing I will say about them Latinos that we need to be taking some notes on, and I've been saying this for a while now, because they got the unification down pat. You can't you can't top it. Like for real. Like we gotta be honest and give credit where it's due. Them motherfuckers out there talking like about like that. I'm over there like, damn, look at that shit. And I'm like, hold on, let me see what I can jot down. What could we use? Okay, we need to pick that strategy, this strategy, and this one. We need to apply that to what we doing. Because when this fall happens, it's in the middle of falling right now. And y'all not even paying attention to Iran and freaking Israel. That it's going down. So yeah, it's about that time, black folk. And while we don't have to be on the front line that type of way, we need to be on the front line within ourselves in our homes and get busy because lights, camera, action. I've been trying to say it for years. Get your popcorn. Well, get some more popcorn, get some tea, get some coffee, get some alkaline water, get whatever you need because the fireworks is popping and they're not going to stop. So, with that being said, I'm going to say thank you for tuning in. I do need to get back to my babies. I stopped what I was doing to do this video, but it was very important. I felt compelled for the message. I love you all, and I will be coming back. I received a very important phone call. I believe it was yesterday, the day before, from someone watching this live stream who said what I needed to hear, and my mind is getting back where it needs to be. So you'll be hearing from me again very soon. Until then, peace, love, and Black power.